Hey there gamers, and welcome back to the channel. Now today we have more exciting news from the Dreamlight Valley team. But today's post did indeed cause a little bit of confusion. So the post coming from Dreamlight Valley today reads, "The journey continues in Act 2 of Disney Dreamlight Valley, A Rift in Time. Get your first look at the next free content update and Act 2 of the expansion pass, the Spark of Imagination, this Wednesday." So the way I read this was that this Wednesday, the 24th, Dreamlight Valley would be giving us our first full look into both the free update and the expansion update. But there were a lot of people in the comments on Twitter who seemed to interpret the tweet differently, believing that this tweet meant the update would be rolling out on Wednesday. Now, Wednesday, April 24th was my initial guess for the Daisy update, because if the Daisy update comes out the following week on Wednesday, May 1st, then that means one of two things have to happen. Either the Daisy update has a much shorter star path than the Monsters Incorporated update, or the Mulan update will release after spring, even though the roadmap says late spring, which is why April 24th was the best guess, considering it was the only Wednesday, which allowed the Daisy update to have a 50-day star path and the Mulan update to be on time. Now, with that said, it is still entirely possible that Mulan will be on time and the Daisy update will have a 50-day star path, but in order for that to happen, the update would have to come out before Wednesday, May 1st. And I just don't know how likely that is, because updates almost always roll out on Wednesdays. With that in mind, the refresh day used to be Fridays, and several updates ago, Dreamlight Valley changed refresh day to Wednesday. It's really hard to know exactly what's going to happen, but I would say moving forward, there are two realistic possibilities. The most realistic possibility is that this update will release Wednesday, May 1st. The second, but much less likely possibility, is that the updates will release on Friday, April 26th. Now, if the updates did release on the 26th, that would mean the Daisy update could still have its typical 50-day star path and Mulan could be on time. However, this would once again change refresh day to Friday. And like I said, a refresh day being on Fridays isn't entirely unheard of, because that was the original refresh day. Maybe Gameloft wants to change back. I don't really know. I'm not sure what the case is going to be here. Let me know what you guys think, whether it's Friday, April 26th or Wednesday, May 1st. Either way, things are still falling in line with my prediction, because it's always give or take about 7 days. Now, if it comes out later than May 1st, I'll be pretty surprised by that, as I definitely think May 1st is the latest we're gonna go here. But hey, I could be wrong. Like I always say, when it comes to game development, there's no way to know what kind of bugs, issues, or hurdles are faced by the development team. Needless to say, I think all of our questions will be answered this Wednesday. So what I'm expecting for Wednesday is, I think we're going to get a full trailer for both the free update and the expansion update, with names for the star path, an official name announcement for the Daisy update, and I'm very hopeful that we will also get a release date. So moving back to our post here, I want to talk about why there was a bit of confusion. So like I stated, I read this as get your first look at the next free content update and Act 2 of the expansion pass this Wednesday. The Spark of Imagination section was just them naming the expansion pass update right here. A lot of people took it as the Spark of Imagination this Wednesday, and you might be like, nobody thought that, Senpai. What are you talking about? Well, right here I did ask for clarity from the Dreamlight Valley team, and a lot of people liked and even responded to this, because there was a lot of confusion, like I stated. So in my comment here, I stated there seems to be some confusion on this post. At Dreamlight Valley, can you clarify? Will we be getting our first look this Wednesday, or will we be getting the updates this Wednesday? And Dreamlight Valley responded, Wednesday will provide players with a first look at the next free content update and Act 2 of the expansion pass. Now, before Dreamlight Valley responded, I had a bunch of people on my post saying, oh, it's this Wednesday 100%, like it says it right there in the post. It clearly says the update is coming out this Wednesday. And I'm like, just wait, you guys, that's not how I read it, okay? And guess what? You know, as soon as Dreamlight Valley responded, all of those comments were just deleted. They just mysteriously vaporized. So yeah, if you were one of the people telling me that I was silly for asking this and that it was definitely coming out Wednesday, where'd your comment go? Why did you delete it? That's so strange. Are you okay? Did you get lost? Let me know in the comments below. Anyway, this does confirm, like I said, to prevent any confusion, the update will not drop Wednesday, contrary to what I personally believed. And like I stated earlier in this video, that leaves two realistic possibilities, being Friday, which is less likely, and Wednesday, May 1st, which is more likely. Now, what this means for the Daisy Update Star Path and the release date of Mulan remains to be seen. Either way, we should know more in a couple of days. Of course, before we end this video, we need to talk about this teaser that they posted alongside of this major announcement. This new video reveals some major changes coming to Eternity Isle and the Oswald character model, which, if I'm being honest, I'm not like the biggest fan of. I really like Oswald, but I don't know if I really like the way they made him look in the game. I think I'll still enjoy him as a character, but I just wish he'd been made like a little cuter, but I don't know. We'll see. You guys let me know what you think about Oswald. That's just my personal opinion. There's no right or wrong when it comes to your personal opinion about the way things look. Anyway, let's dive into this video. So the video starts here at Ancient's Landing. You can see the avatar walking up, and it says return to Eternity Isle. By the way, I never left. Like I've been on an Eternity Isle like a lot. There's a lot to do over there. In our next scene, we're approaching this edge here on Ancient's Landing with Rapunzel, Eve, and Gaston, and a Dreamlight Valley classic villager, Merlin. Using what appears to be Merlin's magical abilities and our royal hourglass, we bend time or utilize magic to open this pathway. So going back a little bit, we can see this bridge, well, this whole doorway kind of starts moving up. There's this golden glow, and then this bridge starts to come out of the water. It looks really cool. So, you know, ever since we got Eternity Isle, there's been a lot of theories about this door, about it leading somewhere. So it's pretty cool to see that coming true. Now I'm gonna move myself up here and get a little bit smaller so you guys can see this video a little bit better. So after they start raising that bridge, the next line says the journey continues, and you can see the Agrabah Palace back here. You can see some trees from the Wild Tangle, some trees from the Glittering Dunes. Moving forward, it goes black and white, and that's a clear nod to Oswald there. Now we can see the door continue rising, and it reveals the bridge. Now I believe this scene here is of our avatar after they've crossed that bridge and they're in this new area we'll be unlocking with this update. I love the way it looks. It's very dark and mysterious. It's flooded. And as the avatar walks through, there is a little lucky rabbit sprinting across the screen. It says with a very lucky rabbit here, of course, and there is Oswald. So, you know, he does look pretty cute right here. I think the main thing that I'm not a fan of with his character model are just like the little lines under his eyes. Like, I almost wish he would look a little bit more two-dimensional. And I know that's really hard to do, to like have a 3D model look 2D, but I don't know, I just almost wish that there weren't lines there. Maybe that would look weird from a side angle. Either way, really excited to have Oswald here, but not entirely sold on the character model. Moving forward here, that's when you get the Dreamlight Valley Rift in Time, and it shows the banner, but this time it includes Oswald. Oh, and there is a special capybara here, you guys. I don't know if y'all saw this. So right here beside Oswald, we have a new capybara, which is like old school black and white. It's got this really bold, dark outline around it. So I think this will be a new companion that we will discover in this hidden portion of Eternity Isle. And yeah, that pretty much just ends the whole little promo here, and it just says coming soon. So yeah, needless to say, it's been a big day for the Dreamlight Valley community, as this is probably the biggest news we have seen so far. I think one of the funny things about the post today that might have been confusing for people is, you know, it says get your first look at the next free content update and Act 2 of the expansion pass, and then proceeds to give you a first look at the expansion pass, but not at the free content update. So I think that's another reason people were a little bit confused, because they thought this video was the first look, and they thought the Wednesday bit was about a release date. One of the main reasons I knew right away, or doubted right away, that that was the case is if you look in the past, every single time Dreamlight Valley announces a release date, they don't just specify a day of the week, they always include an official date. So if this was the update release day announcement, it would say this Wednesday, April 24th, 2024. They would not just say this Wednesday. That way, if somebody gets on Twitter a week or two from now, they would know it was already out. Lastly, I would love to ask you guys to let me know what you think of this little sneak peek we got at the Spark of Imagination content. So far, it doesn't seem like there's been any hints with Figment or anything, so I'm still not too sure what to expect on that front, but I am really excited to explore this new area in Eternity Isle. If you enjoyed today's video, found it helpful, informative, or just entertaining, do me a very big favor and hit that thumbs up for me to let YouTube know you appreciated this video. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all things Dreamlight Valley, and if you want to enjoy the update live with friends, consider joining our Twitch community. No matter when the update day is, I will be live the moment the update releases. And we always have a ton of fun on update day. Links to my Discord server and Twitch channel can be found in the video description down below. As always, thank you so much for your time today, and I hope you enjoy the fast approaching updates.